In a small village in Khost Province, cradled between mountains that seemed to touch the sky, a girl came into the world. A girl no one imagined would one day find her name etched in the hearts of many. Her name was Efat, a girl with questioning eyes, a tender heart, and a gaze that always wandered beyond the village walls. Efat was born into a poor but hard-working family. Their home was built of mud bricks, its roof made of wood and plastic sheets. Her childhood unfolded to the bleating of sheep, the smell of freshly baked bread, and the endless laughter of her sisters and brothers. She had 5 sisters and 4 brothers. Yet from her earliest years, her mother would say, "Efat is different. Her heart is not like the others." She was always curious. When her mother told old stories by the light of an oil lamp, Efat never closed her eyes. She listened intently, asked questions, and sometimes even imagined her own ending to the tales. There was no school for her, no books to read, yet her imagination built a world filled with words, voices, and meaning. Her childhood days passed between tending the chickens and sheep, fetching water from the spring, and gazing at the sky. Sometimes she would trace the alphabet in the dirt with a stick, letters her older sister, Zarmina, had learned from somewhere far beyond the village. No matter where you are born, what matters is where you want to go. Even if your roofs are made of plastic, let the roof of your mind reach the stars. Every mother who says, "This girl is different," might be predicting a bright future. Stories, even those whispered by mothers under a dim lamp, can plant seeds of dreams that later shake the world. Silent dreams beneath the village sky. It was night. The cool mountain breeze entered the clay room through the glass window, stirring the old curtain. Efat lay under a thin blanket, but sleep would not come. Her eyes were fixed on the wooden ceiling, yet her mind wandered elsewhere. In the quiet of the night, she imagined herself sitting on a stool, a book open before her, and a teacher with a kind face standing in front of her. She read aloud while the others applauded. Then, suddenly, the vision faded, and the cluck of a chicken from the barn brought her back to reality. Efat was not the only girl in the village, but she was the only one who always asked questions. Why don't we have a school? Why can the boys go while we must stay at home? Why does mother only know her own name? Sometimes her mother would say, "Allah made girls for household work." Then she would sigh and add, "I wish we had a school in our time too." Efat kept this sentence in her heart, like a prayer. She sat under the mulberry tree, tracing letters in the dirt with a stick, practicing how to write her own name, Efat. Sometimes she made mistakes, erased them, and started over. For her, writing was like flying. She didn't want toys or dolls. All she wanted was to know, to read, to learn. One day, as she passed by a neighbor's house, the sound of a radio reached her ears. Someone was reading aloud. Efat stopped in her tracks and listened, mesmerized. The sound of the words was so sweet to her that she held her breath. At night, she would sit beneath the star-filled village sky, gazing upward. She whispered to herself, "Maybe somewhere up there, all the girls are learning. Maybe Kabul is there too."